Alright, I'm going to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rokar Hakadash, and double honors to the apostles of GMS, and the brothers that sincerely doing this truth and sincere and honor towards Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And I wanted to say, well, just pretty much going into a quick topic. This is pretty much the day after the Passover, and I want to say, I hope you brothers had a great Passover. And furthermore, I'm quite proud of the being part of the Brotherhood, and I'm not talking about that niggly proud either. I'm talking about the spiritual proudness to be amongst Lord willing the elect of the Lord, really, because it's one thing to have pride in the world, which Lord willing I hope I don't have, but I want that spiritual pride to be with the Brotherhood and amongst Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because what else do we have here? It's been my youngest brother told me that me and him was talking during the Passover yesterday. Pretty much how there's been nothing but non-stop accidents. That was the miracle of the Lord working right there. And it's a blessing that it didn't happen to any of us. So, because of course we're in a time where we gotta keep pushing. Of course, that's always the thing that we gotta do. But it's one thing to actually prophesize the whole destruction of Babylon, but it's also a thing where we gotta uplift brothers as well. Because we can't, there's got to be a balance with it. We go out and do our usual thing, but we got to show the balance that, hey, we got to uplift brothers, whether it's through rebukes or showing encouragement to them. Because it can't just all be about rebukes. It has to, you got to encourage the brother. Rebuking someone, not rebuking brothers is not always the way. I mean, of course, it's always the way, without saying. But some brothers work differently. Some brothers may feel they need to be encouraged more. So I want to get to scripture right here, which is 1 Thessalonians 1 Thessalonians 5:14. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly. And I went into the definition of unruly in the Merriam, which is not rudderly ruled, disciplined, or managed. Those are the ones that may be like the buck-ups, don't want to be stiff-necked, but can still possibly get a chance to actually still get right, though. Of course, if it's the Lord's will. Comfort the feeble-minded. And that's really going into brothers that's really not that strong in the faith, but it's still trying in their best. And they may have some troubles they may be going through spiritually or physically, and we gotta be able to comfort them to actually guide them that way. We'll keep reading. Support the weak. And that pretty much goes back into comfort the feeble-minded, really. Be patient towards all men. Now, it's flip side, really, because being patient toward all men, of course, that goes to the men of the elect. But when you've been in this truth for a bit, and you're dealing with the worldly things, we know that we can't just be getting off on everybody. When we're not when on our daily basis, we have to be patient toward all men, especially if you're, let's say you're in a conversation, you're trying to edify, you're not at camp. I mean, you got to be patient because he may say some off the wall things, but he may come around. He may come around and actually, may actually get it. It just requires all that patience. So I'll keep reading. See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. Rejoice evermore. pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh in Yahweh Shah concerning you. Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying, and that's pretty much what we do. We don't now. Sometimes I would say that's the flip side. Of course, like let's say other camps that might be on point, but still going off. If they teach something that is on point, we're not going to despise it. But I want to say this really going towards us, because when we teach outside, I mean not outside, when we go out and teach, and it is all on point. And some brothers may not agree with it, but sometimes you gotta go with it, unless it sounds really off. Then that's when you despise it, if it's an off doctrine. But on the other hand, if it's on point, then we can't despise it because it's resonating with us. I'm gonna keep reading, and it says, "Prove all things, hold fast that which is good." Now you may have some brothers that's weak in the truth that might want to question things because, well, the brother's learning. It's our job to provide to prove all things, and that's the whole point of us even going out there to teach. How can we prove all things if we're not able to give an answer? But we it's our job. That's why it's our job to uplift brothers. If the brother has if a brother has a question, we gotta answer to him. We gotta answer it. It's not fair to say that, oh, this brother should know this, but I mean we all tend to forget things. So it's still our job to uplift brothers. It's not our job to always bash the brother. So I got another scripture right here, which is Ecclesiastes 4:9. It says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor." Now, the reason I'm going into this one is because being part of the Brotherhood, you can't always be alone. You have some brothers out there that I said this in a couple videos ago. You may have brothers out there that do their camp solo because they may not have any other brothers out in that direction. But at the same time, they're not alone because they're able to reach out to other brothers, like in say in different states, or they may even be some a little closer to them. You just may not be able to make it, or just in general, he's still part of the Brotherhood, which means he's still not alone. I'm gonna keep reading. "For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow." And that's pretty much like, if let's say we're already in the camp, that's two of us in the camp. If I fall, that brother's supposed to help lift me up. But it says here, "Woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up." So if he falls and I don't help him, it's woe to me. I deserve to be destroyed for that. Brothers, if you're part of the Brotherhood, you're supposed to act like a brother. You're supposed to be a brother. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm a brother, and I'm just going to do what I do," and still be selfish. That doesn't work that way. How can you actually say you're a brother if the brother is someone that actually supposed to care for you? Much like a father or a mother or something or so. If you're let's say a family relative, you're gonna care for them. So why being part of the Brotherhood, you can't care for that brother? You carrying on the word brother. Brother is no different from actually having a physical brother. That's why the KKK call themselves the Brotherhood, and they all tight knit, as if they was already a family. So technically, they already are like a family. Which is in this Brotherhood, we're supposed to be the same way. It's not supposed to be some ass backwards thing. So I'm gonna keep reading. Again, if two, I'm gonna skip down here. "And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him." And that's pretty much like, say, I'm out at camp and I'm battling against demons. Well, if I hold my ground enough, I should be fine. But it says here, two shall withstand them. So me and his brother got each other's back, and we're doing just fine. And it says here, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. Broken. So having three brothers is even better because you may have the main brother that's having the debate with the brother, and he may not know everything. Whereas the second brother can come in and have his back, and let's say this devil might actually confuse both of them. This third brother right here has a counteraction, so he knows what he's doing. It's not quickly broken, so you can try to shake us, but it's not going to work. Which is having seven brothers, it's impossible to actually shake us. You ain't going to actually. You could try to jump around, but we're always going to come back right back at you because let's say this devil likes to jump around. Some of us may get confused, but what about the rest of us? The rest of us is keeping up, which helps the other brothers keep up with the rest of the brothers. So being part of this brotherhood, it shows a big relevance because if if anything happens, who's going to be there to back you up? It's got to be somebody. Unless you plan on doing it by yourself, then if it's not of the Lord's will, then you will fall. If it is of the Lord's will, you'll be fine. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say because being part of the brotherhood is a big thing, and it's a very spiritual thing because being part of the brotherhood is representing Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, how he was with his elect. Being charitable is a big thing, and I'm not only talking about money wise. I'm talking about actually showing that care and love for that brother, to actually have a back of a brother. So, to the moral of the story, it's not hard being a brother if you actually put in the works of it. You can put up the works of going out doing the work, cussing out Esau, but we gotta have the works of actually uplifting brothers, whether that's through rebukes or encouragement. So with that, I just want to say shalom and death to this wicked society, and may it fall.